Congratulations! You have officially formatted your book for print. Now it is time to export it and upload it to Amazon so we can submit our book to be printed in a beautiful format. So let's dive in. Now that you have successfully finished formatting your ebook, what we're going to do is go ahead and export it into a PDF. This will allow Amazon to be able to read it and format it into a print book. That's just going to take it a second. There we go. As you can see here, we have a printed document or a PDF that goes ahead and puts our manuscript into a beautiful format. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and open up Amazon, which I do have that open, and go to Alice's account. And as you can see, if you followed along in our tutorials here, we took you through uploading your book into ebook. So not only am I going to show you how to upload it in Paperback, but I'm going to go over linking it. So now that we have our ebook and it is live on Amazon, I'm going to go down to create a paperback. From here, it's going to go ahead and keep a lot of the information that we submitted with the ebook. So most of this you're not going to have to refill out. However, you will want to come down to your categories and choose the proper categories for your paperback, as those do not align with the ebook. All of our ebook categories put it under the ebook market, whereas our paperback are going to put it under the paperback market. But I still tend to go with a lot of the same keywords and tags. So I want to do science fiction, fantasy, paranormal, and urban, and I'm going to click on paranormal. And just like with your ebook, you are allowed up to 3 different types of categories. Definitely utilize that. I also want to find suspense, and I'm going to do supernatural, vampires, one more, and this one I want to tap into my romance category. So it's going to be paranormal and vampires. Now, just like with our ebook, if by chance you find one as you're going through and don't want one of these anymore, you can easily remove it and then replace it with a new one. So I'm just going to save. For this, you're going to want to choose your low content for your paperback. If you had something greater, like a large print or a bigger book, you're going to go with your large print, but most of the time for your novels, you want to go with a low content. Now, our keywords were imported from our ebook, so I'm just going to leave those the way they are. You could go ahead and finish filling them in or change them to new ones. Because our ebook is already published, we are not eligible for pre-release, and that is totally fine. So I'm going to save and continue. Now, you can publish without an ISBN, or if you have one, you can put that in as well. Come down here to make your choices for the type of print. Again, I went over this in the first video, going over how to format and know the size that you would be formatting in. This is where that's going to come in at. You do have your choice on if you want more of a cream style paper or white. I tend to like the white. It makes the words stand out a little bit more. Now, our paper size, it automatically sets it at 6 by 9. However, we went with a 5 by 8, so I'm going to go with that. We are doing a PDF, so you do want the bleed on, and then you can make the choice of a matte or glossy cover. We do glossy. This is a personal choice. If you do not want a glossy cover, you can easily go with matte. All right, now for our manuscript. Here we're just going to grab the printed document that we put on our desktop. Here we go. Here is my PDF document. Upload that. That's going to take just a minute to upload. If by chance you are working with a cover artist, I do want to throw this in here. Your cover artist is going to need to know the final page number of your manuscript. So as you can see up here on the PDF, it ended up being 103. They need to know that number before they make the wraparound the final size, because they need to know just how wide that spine needs to be. Now, I've already been in contact. This is a book that I'm re-uploading for the process of this tutorial, so I already have my wraparound. So I'm going to upload my cover, which is going to be in here. Let me come down to my working folder, access all my covers. Here we go. Again, that'll take just a minute to upload. Now, it is going to ask you a question over here once it's done, is if your cover has included a barcode. If by chance it does not, your barcode would show up somewhere down here. If your cover artist did not already put one here, that is fine. Mine did not. She just left room for a barcode to be put in. So we will get to that in just a second once this finishes uploading. All right, save was successful. All right, if left unchecked, we will add a barcode for you. So I am not going to check the yes, my cover has a barcode, because it does not. Our cover was uploaded successfully, as was our manuscript. They're just going to finish processing both files while we come on down here. This was a no on our ebook. It is a no on our paperback. And we're just going to go to launch preview. That's understandable. Run into that same message on all mine. Has to do with my computer screen size. Nothing wrong with your book. Okay. Now here, your red line indicates the bare minimum. Your white line is going to be your cut line. So you need to make sure that everything stays within the red. As you can see, all my details are in the red, and they went ahead and gave me a little image of a barcode. If I come over here and just kind of hold this for a second, it's going to let you know that the red line is for all text, graphics must be inside, and the white line is where our edges will be cut. All right, so I like the way that my cover looks. Let's take a look at the inside. Our title page is going to be shown over here. Beautiful. As long as all your text is within this dotted box, you are okay. It doesn't matter if it's right next to it, like it is a little bit here, or over on this side. As long as it is inside that dotted box, you are fine. So everything looks good. You'll see that everything's a little closer to the dotted lines. That's simply because that's showing you where your pages come together into the spine. The things are going to be a little closer there. If you aren't happy with that, you could easily go back to your formatting and just move your indentation of your paragraphs over slightly. But I'm happy with this. I have a finished product of my book, and you're not going to be able to see too much from my little screen, but I am very happy with my layout. I'll actually insert a nice little clip here for you to see what the inside of my layout looks like. But we're just going to kind of skim through this a little bit, make sure we're happy with it. I am very happy with the way my chapters are looking. As you can see, we have no header and footer on our chapter page. Very, very nice. All right, and if you want, you can go ahead and skip to the back of the paperback. So I'm going to just type in the ending number. Right, that looks good. Very happy with this. All right, so I'm happy with it. I'm going to hit approve. This is going to take us back to our page that we were just on. Everything is finished uploading. We've previewed our launch. All right, and this is going to show you about what it's going to cost for printing, which is pretty good. So let's continue on to our pricing. Now that we are on to pricing, just like our ebook, we are able to set our pricing. Now my paperback I tend to set at $16. You can choose to set your paperback to go worldwide or to just individual territories. I go ahead and do worldwide. Primary marketplace, that's set from our ebook. Okay, and we set our price. It's going to just come down here and show you the pricing for other countries. Terms and conditions. Okay. Everything looks good, and published our paperback. Successfully submitted for publication. Now again, this will take anywhere between 24 to 72 hours. Normally I can get it back within about 2 days of notification saying that it has been uploaded and successfully live on Amazon. So congratulations on formatting both your ebook and your paperback and uploading them to Amazon. I hope that this was helpful, and as always, don't stop learning and never stop dreaming.